I don't know if I clicked start.
Good morning, friends. How are we all doing today?
Good.
Okay, that's good. I'm so excited. I have a new idea to share with you today. And before I share that with you, I want you to take a couple seconds and think of what comes to your head when I say the word addition? I'll give you some time. Does everybody have an idea in their head? We're going to make a list, so hold on to your thoughts. So, Brianna. Yeah. Okay, what's your idea? More. Allie? Hard. And Amanda?
Putting things together.
Putting things together. Okay, well that's a great list. So let's hold on to those ideas because now I'm going to show you a short video on what addition actually is, okay? So let's be good listeners. Watch this movie.
Let's explore the meaning of addition. Before we get started, I have to tell you that I have a little bit of a problem. I have 3 socks. But my mom decided to give me 1 more sock. Now I don't know how many socks I have altogether. So as we go through the meaning of addition, I want you to think of how you can help me solve my problem.
So, what I want you to do as we're going through this video, memorize this picture. Okay, we have 3 socks and my mom gave me 1 more sock, okay?
Now you're probably wondering, Miss Littlejohn, how in the world am I supposed to be able to solve that problem? Well, you're in luck, my friends. I'm going to show you each part of an addition problem and what they mean. Let's look at the word addition.
Okay, so, like we said, let's look at our list. So we said that we thought addition would mean more, hard, and putting things together. Do you still think that might be true? Yes? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Thumbs to the side if you're still not sure. Okay, let's find out.
This word tells us what we are doing when we want to join groups together. So look at the group of 2 X's and the group of 3 X's. These X's are called manipulatives. Manipulatives let us see how we are joining groups together. So if I join the 2 X's to the 3 X's, I now have 5 X's altogether.
Does everybody see how that happened? We took the 2 X's that were on this side and we moved them over here to make a big group of 5. Does that make sense? Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Having a little bit of difficulty. We'll just start again.
Manipulatives let us see how we are joining groups together. So if I join the 2 X's to the 3 X's, I now have 5 X's altogether. Go back to the problem that I wanted you to think about. I said I had 3 socks and my mom gave me 1 more. Do you think the 3 socks and the 1 sock are 2 groups that need to be joined together? Now that we know the meaning of the word addition, let's take a look at its symbol.
So, you've all seen this before, right? That little guy right there. That means to add or to join groups together. So let's look at our list right here. And Amanda, I think, said this one. What do you think? Does that look about right?
So what does the word plus mean? Well, friends, plus simply means to add to. So if I take my group of 3 socks and my mom has a group of 1 sock, I will use my handy manipulatives to show how we can add my mom's group of 1 to my group of 3. If I put the plus sign in between the 2 groups, then that means I am showing that I am joining or adding the 2 groups together. I am going to take my mom's group of 1 sock and add it to my group of 3 socks. Let's stop and think about how the numbers can change when we join groups together.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have you think again, so turn your brains back on. Everybody think of an idea that you might have when groups come together. Do they get bigger? Do they get smaller? Do they stay the same? What do you think? Raise your hand when you have an answer, please. Amanda?
I think it's like what Alex said, it's more.
Okay.
Do they get bigger instead of smaller?
That sounds like a good idea. Do you guys agree? You guys want to find out? Because I know it. No.
No, it's yeah.
Oh.
Do they get bigger? Do they get smaller? Let's find out. Now I'm going to show you again how I added my group of 1 to my group of 3. Take a look at the group now. Does it look larger or smaller than when the groups were by themselves?
What do you guys think? We had 3. We had the 1. And since we had the plus sign in the middle, that meant to join groups together. So now we have this one big group, right? So how many are up there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
This group is bigger because when you add 1 to 3, you get a total of 4 socks altogether. So now we know that when you add to a group of numbers, their total value is bigger than the value of the numbers by themselves. So friends, after talking about the meaning of addition, how can we solve Miss Littlejohn's problem?
So remember, I had 3 socks plus the 1 sock, and now we're going to find out what that question mark equals. And something to remember too, guys, since these are just manipulatives can be anything you want them to be. They can be X's, they can be these little circles that we're going to be using in a little bit, they can be teddy bears, they can be pencils, erasers, anything you want. So, going back to this, we had 3 plus the 1 equals question mark. So, thumbs up if you think you know how to do it. Thumbs to the side if you're still confused. Thumbs down if you're completely lost. Okay? So, Brienne, what do you think?
We're gonna put that 1 over with the other guys.
Over here?
Yeah. So we have one big group.
Right.
Remember, I had 3 socks and my mom gave me 1 more sock. How many socks do I have altogether?
It's giving you time to think.
If your answer is 4 socks, give yourselves a pat on the back.
Yay!
Thank you for being such great listeners, and now let's do some practice together.
Thank you guys for being such great listeners. I really appreciate that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this off. And we are going to do some practice together. So what did you guys learn from that video? What's one thing that you thought differently about our list? Is there anything you learned differently? Anything that you already knew? What do you think, Allie?
It wasn't as hard as